guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Purity. You're so welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking, and please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm so grateful for all of you who have subscribed. Thank you so much. Today we are crocheting this white cardigan. It's a very simple tutorial, very easy to follow through, and this is how it looks. Let me just make sure the lighting is okay. Yep, it looks like this. It has 3 buttons, ribbing here, ribbing at the hands, and I use single crochet at the bottom for the ribbing. This is how the back looks, and yeah, so please again remember to subscribe. Then let's get started with the tutorial. To begin this project, we will start with the back panel. That is how my back panel looks. Then we will do the 2 front panels. Then we will do the sleeves, ribbing at the sleeves, then ribbing at the front panels, then finish up with putting buttons, and then the ribbing at the bottom of our cardigan. Okay, so all you need to have is your shoulder to shoulder. I am using chunky yarn. Robin is a Kenyan yarn, and this is chunky yarn. It's 100% acrylic yarn. 5.0 mm hook. This is what we'll use for crocheting. A 2.5 mm hook will be used for joining. You can use a darning needle. A tape measure, a pair of scissors, and stitch markers. This is all you need for the project. To begin, take your shoulder to shoulder measurements and do chains. First, you need to make a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knots. Yeah, and then we will do chains. As I said, you need your shoulder to shoulder measurements, and my shoulder to shoulder measurements, I went with 19 inches, which is equivalent to 70 chains. So I am chaining 70 chains. I am done with my 70 chains, and this is how it looks. Once you're done, we will start working with our main stitch, which is half double crochets, chain 2, add 2 more chains, then yarn over, skip the first 2 stitches, and on the 3rd stitch put a half double crochet, and we will work with half double crochets across all the chains that you have. I'm done with row 1, and this is how my work looks. To begin row 2, chain 2, then turn your work and do half double crochets across all the stitches that you have. As I said earlier, our main stitch is half double crochets, and we're going to work like this up to the length that you want your cardigan to reach. Okay, so this is row 2 of half double crochets. I'm done with my second row, and this is how my work looks. To begin the next row, chain 2, turn your work, and we are working with half double crochets across all the stitches that you have. So that is the pattern, and we will work like this until you get to the length that you want. I wanted my cardigan to be a bit longer, so I did 26 inches, which is equivalent to 62 rows. So we are working like this until you get to 62 rows, which is 26 inches length. Okay, so do that, and I'll meet you once you're done with your back panel. Okay, I am done with my 26 inches, and this is how it looks. We'll put this away and begin with the front panels. We are beginning on our front panels now. The measurement of the front panel will be 5.5 inches each, which is equivalent to 20 chains. And to begin working on your front panel, first you'll make a slip knot like this, and then we will chain 20 chains. As I said, 20 chains is equivalent to 5.5 inches. Done with my 20 chains, and this is 5.5 inches. Okay, once you're done with that, chain 2 more chains, yarn over, skip the first 2 stitches from the hook, and on the 3rd stitch put a half double crochet, and go ahead and put half double crochets across all the remaining chains. I'm done with row 1, and this is how it looks. To begin row 2, chain 2, turn your work, and we're doing a row of half double crochets all through, and we will do 62 rows, the same length as your back panel. So we are going to do two front panels, that is 5.5 inches each, and it should be 26 inches long, which is 62 rows. Okay, so this is how my second row looks, and you're going to work like this until you get to the height of your back panel. And remember, we are doing 2 front panels. Okay, so I'll meet you once you're done with the 2 front panels. I am done with my 2 front panels, and this is how they look. Remember, they should be of the same length and width. Okay, we're going to put this aside, and now we will work on the sleeves. Remember, we'll have this is our back panel, and then we have 2 front panels. We'll put aside these 3 and work on the sleeve. I did one of the sleeves, and this is how it looks. it is a total of 40 rows, which is equivalent to 17 inches minus the ribbing at the wrist. Okay, so you're going to work up to 17 inches minus the wrist ribbing. The wrist ribbing is 2 inches. So to work on this sleeve, we will do reductions at the wrist area. And to begin, we are going to do 45 chains and take measurements of your upper arm. My upper arm is 13 inches, meaning I will chain 45 chains. Okay, that's how I got the measurements. Take your upper arm measurements. Mine is 13 inches. Then you're going to chain 45 chains. 45 chains is equivalent to 13 inches. I am done with my 45 chains. This is how it looks. And as usual, we are working half double crochets until we get to a length of 17 inches, and then we will put the ribbing. Okay, I'm hoping this is clear. So let's work this until we get to 17 inches. Okay, this is row 1, and we're going to work a total of 40 rows. That's when it will get to 17 inches. I'm done with row 1, and this is how it looks. To begin row 2, chain 2, turn your work, and remember we are doing half double crochets all through. You've worked with this pattern earlier, so I'm hoping right now it's a bit easier to follow through. And as I said, we will go and do 40 rows. So I'll meet you once you are done and show you how we do the wrist ribbing. So as I said, we did a total of 17 inches, which is equivalent to 40 rows. And this is how my work looks. I just want to make sure this is 17 inches. Yeah, so we want to start on the reductions at the wrist area. This is how the wrist area looks. I went ahead and did front post and back post after doing the reduction. So this is how we'll work with the reductions. Don't cut off your yarn when you're done with your last row. You'll turn your work, chain 2, yarn over, and we are going to do reductions, and this is how we do it. Insert your hook on the first stitch, come through the second stitch, and finish up by doing a double crochet. That is how we do reductions. Skip that stitch, go to the next one, insert your hook like this, come out from the next one, and finish up with a double crochet. And that is how we are doing reductions, and we will work like that until the end. Okay. I'm done, and this is how my work looks. We are done with a row of reductions. We want to begin on a new stitch here, which is the front post and back post. To do front post and back post, chain 2, yarn over, and this is how we do a front post. The next stitch will be a back post. Go to the back like this and finish up with a double crochet. So front post and back posts, that is the stitch that we are using right now. We are alternating between front posts and back posts, and we will do a total of 5 rows. Okay, I'm really hoping you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you. So let's do that, and I'll meet you at the end of this first row. Done with row 1, and this is how my work looks. Should look like this. To begin on row 2, you will chain 2, turn your work around, and where there was a front post, we will put a front post like this. Where there is a back post, we will put a back post. Okay, so that is the pattern, and we will work a total of 5 rows. If I'm so quick showing the front post and back post, I have quite a lot of videos that I use this ribbing. You can just watch other videos, and then you will see how we do the front post and back post. That is for the beginners. Okay, so let's do 5 rows, and I'll meet you once you're done. Okay, I'm done, and this is how the ribbing looks. It's quite stretchy, so I'm sure it will fit all sizes. Okay, so we'll put that aside and then begin joining our work. So we'll take our back panel and our front panels, and we want to join the front panel to the back panel. Identify where you want it to be the wrong side, and then take your front panel, put it at the edge like this, and then we will join using single crochets. So we're joining the front panels first to the back panels. Okay, and as I said, we'll use a 2.5 mm hook to join. If you have a darning needle, you can use your darning needle to join. Reattach your yarn, and we are using single crochets to join. This is how we do single crochets. I am done, and this is how it looks. Remember, this is the wrong side. Okay, now flip your work around like this. Make it straight, so it's one long straight attire on one side, because we haven't joined the other front panel yet. I want to join the sleeve first, then we will join the other part. Okay, so this is our sleeve. you'll fold it into two. Okay, find the wrong side and the right side. This is going to be our wrong side. Okay, so this is where we'll attach our work. You'll have to fold your arm like this, that is the sleeve, like this. Take your stitch marker and put it at the middle where you folded here. Then bring it here where we just joined, okay? And insert it like this and make sure it's joined, okay? This is how we join your sleeve to your garment, and we will use single crochets to join together. You'll also work the other side like that. First you'll join the front panel, then you'll go ahead and join the sleeve just the way I showed you, okay? And you're using single crochets. Once you're done, we'll join the rest of the garment remaining using single crochets. And this is how your work should look once you're done joining everything together using single crochets, okay? And now we want to work on the ribbing, the middle ribbing that will run all around our garment, okay? Back to your 5.0 mm hook, reattach your yarn at the base here, and we will do double crochets from this point all around the neck area up to the other side of your garment, okay? I'm hoping you understand what I'm saying. We are using double crochets, and we are going with double crochets in each stitch all round from this point up to the neck area up to the other side of your garment, okay? So I'll meet you once you're done with your double crochets. I am done, and this is how it looks. Remember, this is just a row of double crochets all around from this side up the neck area up to this other side. We want to begin on row 2. I hope you did not cut off your yarn, and this will be a row of front post and back post. So chain 2, and we are doing front posts and back post just the same way like we did ribbing at the wrist area. It's the same thing that we will do here. So the first row is a row of front post and back post. We'll work all around up to the other side, and I did a total of 5 rows too. So I'll meet you once you're on the other side of your garment. Okay, we are done with row 1. It looks like this, and we have to do a total of 5 rows. So we have 4 more rows to go. Okay, this is row 2 and I've put stitch markers where I want to put buttonholes. I will put link on my description box to show you guys how I put buttons and buttonholes for those who haven't watched my other video, because I don't want this video to be too long. So in case you don't know how to put buttonholes, I will put a link in the description box to show you how you put buttonholes. It's very easy. I don't want the video to be too long. So we want to do the ribbing at the bottom of our cardigan, and we are using single crochets. We'll just do 1 row of single crochets for the bottom ribbing. So far this is how the cardigan looks. It's coming out really pretty. To do the single crochets first, you will chain 1, then do single crochets all around your garment, and we're only working with single crochets at the bottom part only because this other side has the ribbing already. Okay, so do that and I'll meet you at the end. Okay. Done, and this is how the cardigan looks. It's so simple, classy, elegant, warm. Thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed this tutorial. As I said, I'll put a link in the description box to show you guys how you put the buttonholes and the buttons for those who didn't watch my previous videos. I have a couple of videos doing that. So that is how my cardigan looks. It's a very simple tutorial, as I promised you. Looks so classy and warm. Yeah, so again, remember to subscribe, comment, and give this video a thumbs up. See you in my next video. Goodbye.